EGM Network.
This is an Evergreen Media Network production. And now, it's time to put you on the spot with EGM.
Hi, welcome to On the Spot with EGM. I'm Jesse Kriske, and we are joined today by the folks from SIDO School, SIDO, SIDO School, Manon Sander. Hi, Manon, how are you today?
Oh, hello, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Very good, all right. And Piet Sander, how are you, Piet?
I'm good, thank you.
Very good, all right. Now, Manon and Piet, you from Germany, and tell us about SIDO School. What is SIDO School? What can we expect to find when we go to your website? What is SIDO School? Let's start there.
Okay, SIDO School is an exchange agency. And maybe you have heard that lots of European students mainly love to come to the United States and want to spend a half year, so a semester, or a full year here at an American high school. Mm-hmm. And we help them to come over. We guide them through the process of the application. We help them to find the right school. We provide them with lots of information, so about things that are different in the United States. And then we find host families for them where they can stay during the semester or the year. And we help them to find their way through the time here in the United States and help them to do everything they dream about. And yeah, we also show them some guidelines they have to follow. And at this point of the year, it's very emotional for us because we have to send them home again. And lots of emotions are involved. We know this always.
Yeah, all right. So the students are from Germany, mostly.
No. We also work together with agencies in Italy. Okay. We have an agency in Switzerland, in the French part of Switzerland. So they send us students from Switzerland and also from France. Yeah, and of course, Germany, because we started with our friends and friends of the friends and friends of friends of friends.
Yeah, so let's get to how you started. What inspired you? How did SIDO School begin?
Okay, so I think the start is many, many years ago in the 80s. Because I found a prospect at that time and I wanted to go to the United States as an exchange student. And my parents did not allow me to do this. So this was nearly the end of the story. But when I had kids by myself, so my son, I always thought when they're old enough, they need to go to America. They need to do what I was not allowed to do. And so I forced him to come here. And so this is how my son Piet comes into the picture. I think, Piet, you can tell a little bit about your experience when you have been here.
Yes, so I was an exchange student myself, as already mentioned. I went to the Indian River Charter High School. I absolutely only wanted to come for a half year, not a minute longer. After 10 months, I didn't want to leave. So I was very fortunate that I could do the entire year, the end, and had a great time.
Oh, right. And so what drew you? What is it about America, and specifically maybe Vero Beach, Indian River County, Florida area? What drew you to this?
So America, because everybody, no, not everybody, but a lot of people are dreaming of going to America, to have this American experience. And for us, the language was not a barrier, so the language was easy. This was one point why, of course, we choose America. And Florida... I don't know. I love the warm weather. I was living in Munich when I decided to come over here. First time, and Munich is very cold during the winter, and we have a lot of snow. And I absolutely wanted to live somewhere in the world where it was warm, number one, and number two, where I have the ocean right across. So Vero Beach is the perfect spot for this. And the last thing why Vero Beach, my sons, because his brother followed him the next school year, Vero Beach was because my kids loved that school and they loved to go there. And they were, when they were back in Germany, still in contact with teachers and friends. And so it was not a question where to go. So the answer was very easy because it was clear that we wanted to work together with that school.
Very good. And so, wow, 6 children. Are they all through the program? They were all exchange students?
No, but my kids, when we came here and they were students at school, they were on my visa. So they did not have to go through that process, becoming an exchange student. So they were here counted like locals, but they all went to the Indian River Charter High School. 5 of them, since last Saturday, 5. already graduated from the school, and my youngest daughter will be a junior next semester. Oh. So all my 6 kids that started in very different schools in Germany or here in the United States will all graduate from one school, which is phenomenal, I think.
That's great. Yeah. Congratulations. All right. So let's talk about the exchange program. What exactly do you offer to local schools or international organizations in this area?
Okay. So we offer mainly to the local schools. They need to be certified to be an F1 school, which is a process, and we can help with this process, but the schools need to be certified. And here in Vero Beach, we have 2 schools that are certified and doing the high school exchange program. One of them is Indian River Charter High School, and the other one is St. Ed's. And we are also placing one student at St. Ed's next semester, so I'm happy to be involved in that school too. So the schools have the opportunity to get the world into their classroom, which is phenomenal and which helps them a little bit to build up international relationships. They can learn about other countries, they can hear other languages, and I think this is a big benefit for the schools.
Yeah.
The international agencies, of course, I'm working together with, they get our family, and we know both parts. So we know the part of being a family who sends their kid abroad. And we also know how kids are here, how they behave here, what the problems are. And we are here to save the problems, and to solve the problems, and to help the kids to get through this program and to have a great experience. Because this experience can be great, but sometimes they come here with wrong expectations and they think this will be, gold is in the streets. But of course, it's not. It's normal life. And we have to explain them that normal life can be very interesting and they can get a lot out of it. But we have to show them what they can do, and they have to work very independent. They have to become very independent. They have to grow in that time. And this is what we have to explain them, and mostly we can do that.
Very good. All right. Yeah, I always, when I was a student, I always enjoyed talking to the exchange students. You learn a lot from exchange students as a native here. So, all right. So how do you support host families during this exchange student process?
So we know all our host families, and we try to get in contact with them a little bit before they start the program. And of course, we need to background check them. So not everybody can get a host family, can become a host family. But we also help them, and we provide information. They can always text or call us if there are any problems or questions, and we answer very fast. Because we know if you have a young girl or a young boy in your household, a teenager, there are always questions. And as there can be always problems you do not expect before. And we try to help them. And so if there are problems, we always help them. But on the other hand, the host families can expect a lot of joy having a young person in their house. Sometimes we have families that have younger kids that enjoy having older siblings suddenly. They enjoy learning another language a little bit, learn other words, learn other dishes that they other food, and so on and so on. Sometimes we have couples that are older, empty nesters, and that love to have young people back in their house, to show them around, to explore the area, to see them through their eyes, which is very interesting. And we have host families that go through this area with their students. We have others that travel to some places in the United States. So this is absolutely different and absolutely depends on the host families, what they want to do. But most of them always tell me that it was a wonderful experience to have somebody different in their house and to see different things through different eyes. And we also have lots of friendships between students and families that last a little bit longer than just during the stay for 6 months or a year. And I'm very, very happy because one of my host families is sending their daughter over to Germany now. And so I will have the first American exchange student in Germany in August.
Oh, that's great. That's terrific. That's incredible. Yeah. So, so I'm sure you've seen this exchange student program impact these students in many great ways. Can you talk a little bit about how this impacts the students?
Yes, of course. I think one way is, and I had the experience with my own son, they grow in this time because they have to handle lots of things by themselves. Something what mom and daddy do in the beginning or at home, they have to do by themselves. So for example, talking about German kids, they never do their laundry by themselves. When they come here, they have to do. There is no way. And they have to learn to organize themselves. They have to learn sometimes to use the Go line, which is an adventure here in Vero Beach, but they all make it. They have to communicate better because at home they just say, I'm leaving, and then they are gone. Here they have to tell exactly, I'm leaving with that person, I will be here, I will be there. And they have to manage times, that they are back at the right times. They have to fit in another family, which is not always easy, because when you're used to your own family at home, you can do whatever you want. But in other families, of course not. And you are still a guest, and you should become a member of the family. And this is hard work. This is not just, I'm being here and please entertain me. This is hard work. And at the beginning, I always see some rooms that are not cleaned. I always see lots of things lying around and so on and so on. But it gets better over the time. And at the end, they mostly leave their room spotless and are very sad to leave. And are in great contact with their host families after that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, it is a lot of work, but there's also a lot of joy that comes from being a host family, right?
You want to say it?
Yes. So I was an exchange student here myself, and I'm still in contact with my host family. It was a great experience. We did phenomenal things. We went to Miami. We did day trips, weekend trips. So a lot of different things, but it's also hard work because my favorite example always is I had to learn how to ask for the Wi-Fi password, which at home is no problem. With your friends, no problem, but with completely strange people, it really takes a minute to figure out how to do it.
And what about everything in America is car culture or bus culture? You can't walk everywhere in Vero Beach like perhaps a small town in Germany, right?
Yes.
And students from Germany or from France, they're used to use their bikes, and this is something we absolutely do not allow. We tell them, hey, you can drive your bike, you can ride your bike in the community, that's fine, but never go on the main roads with your bike, because this can be dangerous and we do not want to have any problems. So these are things we explain them. And one downgrade is the students cannot do their driver's license here, so they are not allowed to drive. Okay. They always need to have friends that help them out. But they learn it. They learn how to do it, and they figure it out after a while.
Yeah. And so, all right, so what makes SIDO School Exchange Program different from other exchange programs?
I think first we know exactly what we do because we came from another culture too. So we also had to dive into this culture by ourselves. We had the experience by ourselves. My sons as exchange students, I as a mom being in Germany, not knowing what my child was doing and waiting for some pictures or whatever. And on the other hand side, we know the problems they are facing here because, for example, in Germany, it doesn't matter if you are a little bit late to school. And here in the United States, a minute late to school can be a big problem. Yeah. Or dress code is also something which nobody cares about in Germany or in Europe. And dress code is a main thing here in schools. So these are things we know. So we can cover them from the very beginning, from the very first day. We know the curriculums at the school, so we can help our students exactly and guide them through the classes. And we make sure that they go not back to their home countries and tell people, oh, the American school system is so easy, because it's not. If it was too easy, you have been in the wrong classes. I can tell you for sure. Yes. We stay in contact with the host families. We always offer them that they can call us, contact us anytime they want. And this is the same for the parents at home. So I often get phone calls from the parents that tell me, oh, I haven't heard from my child for some days. And I say, oh, everything is fine. I see they are in school. I can tell this for sure. I will send some pictures. And then the parents are also very fine. Everything is fine. Yeah. And of course, there are always problems. There are different cultures, and parents see some things different as the host family see. And I'm always in between. and explain it to both sides. And I explain both views to make sure there are no misunderstandings. Because if misunderstandings come into the game, then it can be very hard for all sides.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. And so what are you looking for? Are you looking for host families? Or are you also looking for students to go to Europe?
If somebody wants to go to Europe, yes, please get in contact with me. I'm absolutely happy to help.
All right.
And we have some families that have sent their kids over here to the United States that say, oh, we would love to be host families. So I could offer from this minute a family in Hamburg that wanted to take somebody, or a family in the Black Forest that said, oh, we would love to have somebody from the United States in our house. But of course, we are also looking for families here in Vero Beach that would love to become host families.
All right. And how do we get in contact with you?
They can go through our website and fill out a first contact form, or we have a phone number there.
Yes, we have a phone number. The phone number is 772-666-3180, or through email. We will be available through all, and we will respond as soon as we can.
And the best are text messages, because we are sometimes busy, and then it's easy, or emails, text messages through our contact form. That's easy.
All right. And the website is SIDO-school.com.
Yes.
All right. All right. Very good. All right. Well, it's incredibly interesting. It's incredibly, this is a great experience for everyone involved, the students and the families. And so if you're interested in the exchange student program, reach out to SIDO School. Manon and Piet, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us here.
All right. And thanks for watching and listening to On the Spot with EGM. I'm Jesse Kriski. Until next time, take care.